Alrighty. Just an experiment of words and noise. Words and noise. Words and noise. It's all just words and noise, folks. That's all it is. At the end of the day, all we're doing is we're speaking about things. We're listening to people. We're going to work. We're coming home. We're eating food. We're watching YouTube. We're recording a couple videos. We're going to bed. Going to the bathroom. Taking a crap. But you know what? You know what I learned over this amount of time? When someone like me says something like, it's just words and noise, some people will take this like I'm saying it in a bad kind of way, because yet again, this is how easy it is for us to label things. But no, really, what I'm saying is it's all just words and noise. And that is something that is a freeing aspect. It means that I'm free to talk about whatever. Even though I'm talking about something, I'm not talking about nothing. Even though it may seem like I'm speaking on some subject, and I may seem like I'm getting to some point or some realization, even though I gain, tons of knowledge, and I look into things for myself, and I look around at all of this, and I look into everything, and I question stuff, and I ask questions, and I say, what is the mystery of this all? It's all just pointless rambling, really. And somebody on here even called me the Rambling King, and that's fine. That's fine. Speak your mind. Speak your words. Because they're all just words and they're all just noise. And we're not getting anywhere. We're not going anywhere. We're not accomplishing anything. We're not achieving anything. And this is the beautiful ugliness of everything in life. There's always two sides of the coin. When you look at a woman, she's beautiful on the outside, but you know that she's carrying some kind of ugly in her. And when you look at that man that's built with them muscles and has the looks and has the charisma, yes, he's beautiful on the outside. He's clean shaven on the outside. But on the inside, he's probably never even reflected on himself a day in his life. He's just been projecting everything onto the world. Now, he might care about himself, and that's fine. But what I'm saying is, we are all beautiful, and we're all ugly, and we're all unique in some kind of way. But here's the thing, though. None of us are chosen. None of us are special. None of us are nothing more than, and none of us are nothing less than another person. And all the stuff that I've been talking about, gain more knowledge, have more understanding for yourself. Look into things, question things. And I would tell everybody, I would tell everyone to keep doing that until you come to the final realization that even though you have all the knowledge in the world, even though you have looked into philosophy time after time, after time, after time, after time, even though you have asked millions of questions, Even though you have looked into all the religions and you actually did get something from a lot of the teachings of it and the spirituality stuff and the gurus that tell us things, you're gonna come to this realization that we are here on borrowed time. And there's something that Daryl Sloan's channel said. He said that it is, I forget the exact term that he used, but this is temporary significance. That's all that it is. It's significantly temporary. And all that we did, we came up from this world, and we're going to leave this world from where we came from. You know, we're not gaining anything here. We're not getting anything here. We can't hold on to anything here. And it's a continual process of letting go, letting go, letting go. And me, I know I talk about don't get attached to things. And I would tell people, let go of most of your attachments, because it's impossible to let go of all desire, all attachments, all wanting things. It's impossible to do that. But I know for me, I don't desire mansions anymore. I don't desire the nice cars. I don't desire a 2-pound gold chain, which is pointless wearing. You know, it's like you could melt that gold down and you could actually give it to people that actually need it instead of wearing it around your neck just to say, look at me, look at me. Ain't I something special because I'm wearing gold, because I'm wearing platinum around my neck? These things are so insignificant. And it's so... See, here's what happens when we come into this world. We are taught, we are conditioned in this land of America, this indoctrination center. We are taught to get more, be better, achieve, work, so you can get to the top. And this is all. When you are on the same frequency as what a person like me is, and you're resonating with the energy that I'm bringing across, you will understand that if you are someone that says something like, I can only watch things on death, I'm only interested when people talk about dying and people talk about these types of things. The reason that you are into that is because what is happening with you is you are at this point in your life where you are at the realization of saying, how can I go out as gracefully as possible? It's all downhill from here. I'm not rolling that stone up the hill anymore. You know the metaphor with the guy that rolls the stone up the hill and then it falls back down and then he has to push it up the hill again and it comes back down and he has to do that over and over again. This is how insane it is when people say, just keep working. Work. Achieve. Do. You see, this is a type of insanity, even though there is the type of insanity where we have to eat every day, we have to drink every day, we have to go to the bathroom every day, We have to clothe ourselves every day, brush our teeth every day. That is a necessity insanity. Insaneness. That's a necessity. That's something we need to do to survive. But this type of insanity, when people are telling you just keep working and working, keep doing all these things to gain money and power, you will get there. You will get there. You will get to the top of the mountain. You will get to the top. And this is what I'm telling people. This is why I say it's a top delusion. It's a delusion in people's heads. There is no such thing as the top. And once you let go of all that stuff, I'm telling you, it's not that you're not going to have some days where you're just feeling a little off or you're not in the mood. That's still going to come. That's life. Let's be realistic here. But when you come to this point where you come to this realization where you say to yourself, my goodness, this whole time I was being played. I was being tricked. I was being abused kind of by these people that were adding all of these things into my head. They were just stuffing me and filling me with all this garbage and all of this insanity. And I went for it and I believed it. And I lived my life like I had to go by those things. When you understand that those things, are completely and absolutely irrelevant, there is this process where you start to let go of these things and trust when I say this. Your mind will do everything that it possibly can to hold on to this stuff. It will fight you tooth and nail. It will do everything in its power. You will have mood swings. You will snap out. You will curse. You will feel like you are going absolutely mad. You will be at a point of complete confusion when you get to what I'm talking about here. And this is where you get to this realization where you're like, you know what? I'm done. I am done holding on. I am done with chasing the wind. I am done chasing the hype of everything, because hype is exactly what it sounds like. It's hyped. It's hyped up. It's hyped up to make you believe that something is there that is not there for you. That's why it's called hype. That's why it's called hyped up. It's blown out of proportion. It's exactly what it says it means, yet this is how we have been trained to react to these things, because we have been being told it for so long that this is how our brains are conditioned to react. And I'm telling you, it is going to, like I said, it is going to fight you tooth and nail. And if you're someone that is going through this process where you are feeling agitated and you're feeling like really moody and you're feeling like it's just feelings. That's all it is. It's just ideals, feelings, ideologies. It's just things in your head that you've been holding on to from the past that you thought you needed to hold on to. It's just religious stuff that you won't let go of. It's all attachment. It's all attachment to things. It's all attachment to ideals. It's just attachment. It's hyped up stuff that don't mean anything, but they made us believe that it's something that it's not. And I would even say belief and hope, these words are absolutely irrelevant when you get to this letting go process. Like belief, hope. You're not believing, you're not hoping for anything. There's some people that they say that they hope, and they've been hoping their whole lives, and they're still hoping. They've been hoping when they were 15 years old. They were hoping when they were 25. They were hoping when they were 35, 40, 45. Still hoping. 50. Still hoping. Still believing that something's going to happen for you. Still thinking that these things that we've been told somehow are going to come around the way, and we're going to get ours, and we're going to achieve something. Something's going to happen. There's nothing coming. There's nothing coming to save anybody. There is nothing to do. There's nothing to get here. And this is where the freedom is at. This is, if I can say the word freedom, this is what it means to me, is not being attached to anything. And there was something else that someone else was saying about attachments. I'm not saying don't be around people or get involved with people and just totally seclude from everyone. And he said it's kind of like a slow suicide that you're doing. Don't do that to yourself if you're somebody that you need to have a little bit of something like that for yourself. But when you quit overindulging in these things, see, the problem is most of us, we are overindulging in everything. We're overindulging in our desires. We're overindulging with our wants. We're overindulging with this lifestyle that people say that you need. We're overindulging in all of these things that through it all is irrelevant. It's completely pointless. It's not going to do anything. It's just us holding on to some kind of ideal. It's just us holding on to something in the past. It's just us holding on to some type of materialistic thing that we cannot keep. We're not going to be able to keep anything in this lifetime. It's impossible. And people, see, death and dying gets a bad rap in the Western world, America, the United States, and some other countries and places. It gets a bad rap because people talk down upon this, but it's not supposed to look this way. You know, I say things like, it's all downhill from here. It's all downhill from here. And how can I go out as gracefully as possible? How can I go out making the best out of every single day that I possibly can, but I'm not working and trying to achieve. I'm not trying to make something happen. I'm not attempting to force anything upon anybody, because all of these things are just words and noise. That's all it is. Even when I vent in my videos and I'm speaking to people and I'm saying all of these things that I'm talking about, it's simply words and noise. That's all it is. Words and noise. And this, to me, if I would have been looking into this stuff when I was younger, and I could have found this out at an earlier age, it still wouldn't have mattered. You know, you see, I'm still attempting to make it matter somehow, and it doesn't matter what age I found this out at, because I can't turn back the hands of time. I can't force something to be different. I can't make something happen that's not going to happen. And I'm just on borrowed time here. And this should not depress us. This should not stress us out. This should not get us down in any kind of way. The only reason that it would do that to somebody, the only reason that it would do that to somebody is because of the conditioning that we still have in our heads. Is the stuff that people keep filling our heads with. And we're in the age of this like guru, spirituality teacher type of stuff. And 99.99% of them are just filling your head with more garbage. That's all they're doing. They're just filling your head with more stuff that you do not need. And they're not getting you to free yourself. They're not getting you to look in the mirror at yourself and say, it's all downhill from here. It's just words and noise that I'm doing. And all of this is irrelevant. I'm not getting anywhere. I don't need to accomplish anything. I don't need to act like something I'm not anymore. I don't need to go to the clubs and the bars to prove that I'm some type of tough person or I'm something bigger than people. I don't need to listen to this type of music that has violence and bragging and boasting in it. I don't need to listen to any of that no more. All of that stuff is complete junk to my mind. It is absolute trash junk that I've expelled out my mind and I will never allow to come back into my mind. It's graveyard stuff with me. And when you say that this is graveyard, there's nothing wrong or right about it. It just is. It's dead and gone. It's away from me and I'm not attached to it no more. And it's not there. And I don't have to care about it because it never meant anything anyway. The message was garbage anyway from the start. So why would I ever want that in my life? Why would I want garbage in my life? Why would I want things that are keeping me heavy in my life? Why would I want a message that can get me hurt in my life? Why would I want people around me that are hating me and bringing me down and all these things that people talk about? It's just so, it's insanity. It's not, like I said, it's not the type of insanity that we have to eat every day, we have to drink every day, that type of insanity. That is normal survival insanity. I'm talking about this insaneness that I hear it everywhere. I hear it all over the place. It's like a cancer that people, they have it, and some of them don't know they have it, and some people know that they have it, but they just don't care. They just want to fit in with what everybody else is doing. They just want to be a part of something that they think people thinks is cool or is hip or is hype and all these things. And it's all junk. It is all junk. It's all junk for your mind. And when you come to this thing where you start looking into knowledge and philosophy and all these other things, there's a lot of youngsters that might be listening to my videos, and I had to experience a lot of things for me to get to this understanding that I have now. So you might have to, go out and get your knees scraped up a little bit. You might have to bump your head a couple times. You might have to get into some situations that you were ignorant of so that you can realize some things. Because I know that ignorance is the thing that brought me to this, from me being an ignorant person, from me being an asshole, from me being an irresponsible idiot for myself. That's what kind of brought me to this type of knowledge and other thing that I have. So if some of the things wouldn't have happened in my life, I wouldn't be to the point that I'm at right now. And a lot of people, you got to experience a lot of things. You got to go through a bunch of different things. But some of you might not have to do that. Some of you might be able to see this for what it is without having to do a lot of the stuff that I did. And that's what, as bad as I want to prevent that from happening, I can't prevent that from happening. And I know this is off topic, and I don't know if any of you out there like loud motorcycles and cars, but I can't. They just completely annoy me. I mean, they're everywhere. Where I live, they're all over the place. These loud cars and these loud exhausts and stuff. I can't even walk and talk without, and I'm out here, it's like 2 a.m. So anyway, to me, they're very annoying. It's a pet peeve of mine that I can't stand. So if anybody likes loud cars, I'm glad that you like them, but I don't like them at all. They're absolutely annoying. It's just irrelevant. The loud noise, what is it for? What is it proving? What is it doing? Saying, oh, look at me. Look at my car. It's louder than your car. I have a small dick, so I have to put a big thing in my car to make a loud noise to make it look like I'm a big guy or I got a bigger dick. I mean, this is just how I think, and I know this is completely off topic from what I'm saying, but it's just something that really annoys me. I don't know why, it just really annoys me because I hear them all the time when I'm doing these videos, and it's just like, what is the point of it? I don't understand why people want these loud ass exhausts. I don't understand what they like about a motorcycle that is like 100 decibels and it wakes up the entire neighborhood and you can hear it from like 3 miles away. I just don't understand it. I really don't. I don't get it. But hey, I guess some people like that kind of stuff. It's just something I can't stand. But anyway, that's one of my pet peeves. So now everybody knows. But yeah, and yet again, this is something completely irrelevant. But the people that are driving these loud cars, the people that are driving these loud motorcycles, see, they're attached to their motorcycle. They're attached to the noise it makes. They're attached that their engines are at 120,000 decibels and are waking up the whole town from 5 miles away. You see what I'm saying? Now, if you said something to them about their car that is making this loud ass sound, they would get offended. They would say, well, who are you to tell me this about my car and my loud engine? I have a right to do that. Yeah, you have a right to do it, but it's just one of these things to me. It's like, it's just completely irrelevant, And like people that go around and they have this music blaring, it's up so loud that that the idiot listening to it is causing ear damage for themselves. They're completely ruining their own eardrums. And in the meantime, they're probably doing damage to their heart because you don't realize when that bass is going like that and that music's that loud, you're like affecting your ears and your heart and everything. It ain't just affecting your ears. But hey, some people, like I said, they don't care at all. They don't care about their body. They don't care about anything. So it's just another thing, it's just to make people think. It's like there was a time just a little bit ago where I was kind of not taking care of my hearing and I was listening to really high volumes in my headphones for really long periods of time. Not real loud, but loud enough to where it was affecting my ears. And I had to not listen to music at a medium level for months. My ears was hurting, my head felt crazy and everything. I had to just listen to music at really low levels because I was having headphones in because my neighbor, he goes to work in the morning and he sleeps at night. So I had it in, and I'd have it in for 2 hours at a time, not really loud like people play this music in their cars, but it was loud enough to where I was hurting my ears. And you just don't realize your ears are not going to last forever. I'm 36 years old, and this was like a year ago that I started to notice. So I was 35. And I said, I got to quit listening to this loud ass music like this. It's affecting my eardrums, and I'm just being an idiot here, and I'm not watching the volume. So I kept an eye on that for myself. That's just a reminder for everybody out there. So that's about it for this video. I'm out here walking at night. I'm going a little stir crazy up in my room just tonight. There's some times where I just, I feel like I got to get out and move around, and I got to do something, because it just sitting in a room all the time, is not healthy. But like I said, this is just my way to vent. It's just words and noise. It's all it is. It's no big deal. Nothing's happening. And this is the thing that is freeing about it. This is the thing where you get it off your chest, you say what you say, and you let go, and you move on. And it's kind of like, even though, yes, there are many subjects to talk about, there are many different things to speak of, none of it really matters to me anymore. It's all irrelevant. It's just me speaking about it because it's on my mind, or I thought about it, or I think someone else might need to hear it for themselves because they never heard it before. But it's almost like I'm kind of out of things to talk about, but I'm not. I can talk about things all day long, but it's for me, I'm saying this for other people now, because I know for myself there's not really too much more that I can learn and, gain. I mean, I looked into so many things over the last couple decades that there's really nothing else to look into. It's at that point where I'm just every day starting at a new slate, letting shit go and moving on, and just letting me be what I'm going to be. I'm not trying to be anything. I'm not trying to achieve nothing. I'm not trying to get anywhere. I'm not trying to make anything happen. I'm just doing what I do when I do it. And that's it. And it's just words and noise. That's all it is. Words and noise. So I'll let y'all with that. Thank you for watching. Later on. Till next time. Till the next moment. Later.